Life is like a bottle of oysters. How'd they fucking get them in there? You can judge time based on the shadows of the ground. If you look at your shadow based on where the sun is angled, and then, yeah, you find out it's about 5:36. Have you ever had that moment in life where you're sitting there asking yourself a question, you don't even know what it is you're asking yourself? Me too. I don't know where I was going with that. So if you look across the land here, you'll see my property. I bought this with my hard-earned money, and the wife that I murdered, it was difficult. She screamed a lot, and I thought my neighbors would hear me. Luckily, they're old as fuck, so it didn't really matter at all. They didn't even remember she was around. They thought I was a gay couple. That's what happens when your wife has a shaved head. Charles Manson used to live here back when he was 13 years old. His parents were horribly abusive to him, and it's probably what caused a lot of the restructuring of his mind, along with the LSD that he took and stared at the sun all day. Normally when I do that, I look at the clouds because I know the sun will damage my eyes. But he saw the light. Yep, this is my girl. She's been with me for quite some time.
Call your car a girl?
Yeah, I know she's a girl actually. She's a lesbian too.
A lesbian?
Yeah, you know how I know?
How do you know?
I've had girls in her. I call her the Black Widow, but I honestly should have called her the Bull, because she's a charger. That was stupid. You know, sometimes I'm driving down the road in her and I feel like a Filipino. Not because I actually sit there and scream at girls out the window, but because, you know, when I hit them, they're screaming. That's evil. So come on over to my second baby. This is my Metro. Notice the difference between my first car, black, and my second car, white. I bought the black car because I didn't want to be racist, but I bought the white car because I know my truer form. White, trash, dirty, and beat up. That's me. And this is my last and final project. This one's my beat 'em up, fix 'em up Chevrolet 1976 piece of shit. If you come on over here, we can take a look under the hood. That ought to do her. I hear a lot of frogs in here. Not often do I get to see them. So what I like to do is I move as far away from this little creek as I possibly can and start tossing rocks in there just to get them moving. I kill a lot more than I need to, but then I just feed my snakes. I got a question for you. When it comes to frogs, do they die after having sex? Because the ones that I have sex with die after. Trevin! What are you sitting down on the job for?
I'm tired. How is this a joke?
Because it's a tire.
Oh! I have stage fright.
You know, sex is one of those weird things. It's one of the only things you can think about and still have physical effects. You know, I don't think about getting work done and it just fucking gets done. But I think about sex. Boy, God, is something going on. We're out here today in the middle of ho-dunk nowhere, and we're looking for some dead bodies. Now, at the end of the day, if we don't find any, we're gonna have to stage some. So we brought our stunt double over here. She was suicidal anyway. I picked her up off a building. So today we're gonna be looking for some dead bodies. Now, I'm not really expecting to find one. I'm no Jake Paul or anything, fucking idiot. We've got some overwhelming evidence out here that some homicides have taken place. And this seems to be the spot that if it were me, I'd bury a body. Then again, I've never done it before. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I don't know where we're going. Holy shit, we found one! We found one! What the? It looks fresh. Oh, it looks really fresh. Hey, turn that camera off. It's a woman. Like, turn the camera off. When I'm in front of the camera, it feels more natural than being in front of my friends. I think at all times I need to have a video camera on me to be the realest me I possibly can be. So I think if I'm being honest with myself, I'm Johnny Depp. When I have a woman over and we have ourselves a really late night, the best time to wake up is at the crack of her ass. One thing I find interesting about dumps like this, it's totally legal to go take a poop out in the middle of the woods. It's illegal to shit at the dump. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. Nickelback. Now, I know this is a documentary about finding dead bodies, but I'm also a nature buff. This is a wooded pine. It's a Douglas fir. You can tell it's a Douglas fir by the way it is. After a long day of working on my field, the one thing I can't wait to get back to is my daughter. To feed her, of course. Good eye. On Bear Grylls. Today to survive, I'm gonna drink my own Pete Brasini. The biggest and most important thing is to run around the area looking for grubs. You want to find food, you want to find shelter, but most importantly, you need nutrition. For example, this tree is a good source of nutrition. You can never go wrong with that shit there. Today, I'm gonna go visit my grandmother. Now, she's like 8 feet tall, so there's a bit of a weird difference in her house style compared to mine. Grandma, you there? She's not home. I might be an opposite millennial, only because they say the most boring thing is watching paint dry, and sometimes that's the only thing that makes me whole. I wouldn't go anywhere with that. See, some of them are dead. Sometimes they start and they don't finish.
Sad BulletBarry moment.
Yeah. It's just boo, 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 boo.